with that in mind, Alice, you started by saying why critical and creative thinking, right?
Yeah.
And that really is the first part of your book. So very quickly, why critical thinking? Why creative thinking?
I think it's important that we develop those skills with our learners. It's really the basis of everything that we do in the classroom. And it's really important as educators that we have an understanding of what they are and how we develop those in the classroom. So a really simplified explanation of it is that your creative thinking is the thinking that we do when we're generating ideas. So that's all of those, identifying and being able to list and name things, all of those kinds of, brainstorming, those kinds of skills. And critical thinking is the thinking that we do when we're judging and we're evaluating ideas. So we're looking at, evaluative thinking, and we're looking at things like what is the cause and effect between different kinds of things. And you mentioned it before, John, when in your intro, when you're looking at comparing different concepts and why is one more effective than the other, all of those different kinds of thinking, and they work kind of hand in hand to support each other, even though they are kind of separate ways of thinking about things. And I think it's really important for educators to have that awareness of the types of thinking that we're asking our students to do and really unpack what that means for our kids. So when we're asking kids to identify something, what does that mean? What does that look like? How do I model that for the students in my class so that they know when they see the word identify, when I say the word identify, they know exactly the type of thinking they have to do in order to be able to do that effectively. So it's, really equipping educators, but also our students with that understanding around, here's the type of thinking I'm doing. Here's what it looks like, what it sounds like, what it feels like, and here's how I put it into practice. So, a really big part of that, as I just mentioned, is being able to model that and using Think Alouds in the classroom to show kids how to do this kind of thinking. Because lots of our thinking is silent and occurs in our heads, most of the time, unless, we're engaging in a conversation and we're sharing that thinking. So, being able to make it visible is a really important part of this work.
And we're definitely going to talk about that next.